other territory across Ukraine that has been bombed and hit by cruise missiles and modern military weaponry. It's a sad occasion to mark that it's been 60 straight days. But it's also been 60 days of watching Ukraine perform acts of courage that the whole world has never seen before. Of old men and women, students, engineers, teachers, standing on their knees in front of modern Russian tanks and saying, "This is our homeland, this is our freedom, and this is our independence that we are willing to die for." We hear phone calls of shocked Russian soldiers not understanding how it is that they are the Nazis, how it is that the entire population of Ukraine, of all ages, is willing to fight and die for Ukraine and for Ukraine's independence. To all of you, we've been here every single day since February 24th. Some days have been cold, some days have been rainy. But the important part is that our message is very clear to the U.S. leadership. We must uphold the Budapest Memorandum that Ukraine signed in 1994. The third most powerful nuclear arsenal in the world peacefully disarmed, but did not do so simply for the sake of disarming. We did so with a treaty signed by the United States, by France, by the United Kingdom, and cynically by Russia, specifying that in exchange for destroying its nuclear arsenal, the Western powers would help secure Ukraine's territorial integrity. This was flagrantly violated in 2014 when Russia invaded Crimea and started a war in Donbass that killed close to 14,000 people before the start of this second war, a much bigger one on February 24th. Our request is that President Biden give Ukraine the weapons it needs, first and foremost. Ukraine can, has, and will fight for itself. But Ukraine has no way of stopping the modern Russian Air Force and cruise missiles raining down on its children, hospitals, and civilians. The second demand and request is for President Biden and the Western world to take meaningful action to stop financing Vladimir Putin's war machine. Russia has over 300 banks connected to the SWIFT payment system. 60 days into this war, the U.S. and its Western allies have disconnected 8 of over 300. There are multi-billion-dollar corporations within the United States today that continue to do business in Russia, paying hundreds of millions of dollars into the Russian budget. And not to mention the $3.4 billion per day that goes into the Russian budget from the Europeans buying oil and gas. But for President Biden, those are our two biggest requests: to help Ukraine defend itself by giving Ukraine the weapons it needs. And the second is to stop financing Vladimir Putin's war machine, to end all business ties with Russia, to cut all Russian banks from SWIFT. So we call on President Biden to take action now.
President